Alright folks, so here's the deal. I was going to upload this big long drawn out video detailing the step-by-step procedure that I went through yesterday at the hospital. I got a lot of footage. I got a lot of information from the doctors and the nurses. And I got a lot of footage pre-op and post-op and talking about this challenge that hopefully Hoss and I are going to be doing coming up very soon. But instead, I'm not going to put that whole crap on this video. I'm just simply going to say that, number one, this is beautiful. It was one of my gifts from my loving wife that she got me. No specific reason, just because she loves me. So thank you, Debbie. Love you. Awesome. Awesome. And I just felt like saying that. Okay, so here's the deal. Things turned out good yesterday. Some might even say great, considering when I went into this whole heart thing, I was expecting the worst. Given my family history, given my history the last 2 years, I was fully expecting the doctor to say, "Holy shit, fat ass, you hamburger eating, taco swallowing, donut devouring, fat lardo. What the hell's wrong with you? Now because of all the double cheeseburgers and donuts, we're going to have to do bypass on your fat ass." But it didn't turn out that way. Instead, he was a kinder, gentler cardiologist. Instead, he just told me, "Holy shit, you fat ass, bacon cheeseburger, jelly donut eating dumb fuck. Stop the dumb shit, get your ass in gear, and quit eating this kind of nasty, disgusting food, or you're going to be right back in here next year, except next year, you may not make it here. You might die of a heart attack, lardo." Then he put a stent in my 95% blocked artery and said, "You're good to go, as long as you change shit up, fat boy." Here's just a few clips from the hospital trip. Well, the big day has arrived. It's heart day, and I'm getting in my last cigarette before I go in. For this procedure, I'm going to the electronic cigarettes. I'm tired. My groin's sore. I've got a hole not that big in my groin. And I've given plenty of this.
A different spot.
95% a different artery.
You're so young. No pinch.
Good shot. I want to say thank you to everyone who sent prayers out and all that good stuff before I came to the hospital yesterday. It turned out a lot better than I was expecting. So whether the prayers had anything to do with that, I don't know. I just know I certainly appreciate those that cared enough to even think about me. So thank you guys all. When I get home, I'm going to step on my scales at home. Actually, I'm going to go step on the scale out in the hallway here right now and see what I weigh and get this thing underway. Step out here in the hallway at 4:22 a.m. Yes, I'm wide awake. Well, there you have it. Here at the hospital, I'm 268. I know that the stent placement has already done wonders for me. Before I came in here, I literally could not walk 50 yards, not even 50 yards, man. I couldn't walk 30 yards at a remotely brisk pace without the chest pain crushing me. It was just bad. But tonight, after resting up, I woke up around 2 o'clock or so this morning and took a walk up to the vending machine, and I walked it's probably a good 200 yards down there and 200 yards back, not a bit of problem. They have ripped all the hairs off of my whittle bitty chest with these damn things right here. It's me and you, Hoss, and anybody else that wants to get in on this. Let's dance. Let's lose some weight. Let's get buff. Okay, now that you've looked at that, let's talk about what's coming up. Hoss4107, a good buddy of mine here on YouTube, had mentioned he and I doing a weight loss challenge. And he wanted to kind of do it in private, keep that competitive spirit flowing, and see how we can do. But instead, I think I've talked him into doing this public and including anyone else who wants to get their fat asses off of the couch and eating better and losing some weight and trying to get fit. Now, you guys would never know this because you didn't know me back in my 20s. But when I was in my 20s, I was a pretty fit dude. I've always been on the plump side. But back in the 20s, when I was working out, I was one big sumbitch. I could throw them weights around like Bama Tony. I could beat the brakes off of you. Now, not so much. But it's still under there, and at 45, I can still bring it out. And more importantly, I can get the inner BVD back in shape. And that's what me and Hoss want to do. So I'm issuing a challenge to anyone out there that's overweight and wants to get their big ass in gear and get this shit going and get better. The challenge. Do you want to join us? Hit me up in the PMs. I'll talk to Hoss in the meantime and we'll see exactly what it is we're going to do. And we're going to get this thing kicked off and try and get fit and try and better ourselves and improve our lifespan. I weighed myself at the hospital today. Now I'm going to go in here to my scale at the house and weigh in and see what it says, since that's the scale I will be going by. So we got 268 by my scale. Hoss, hit me up in a PM or hop on your scale and weigh in, and Monday we'll get this thing started. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, why wait till Monday when you can start today? And that's normally a good point. But I am on 4 days rest. Doctor says he wants me to wait until Monday before I start my physical activity. And of course I can't just jump in to damn PX 90,400 extreme brutal whatever. I've got to take this thing slow because, well, it took a long time to get this way, so why expect to be able to drop it all in a short amount of time? So I've weighed in 268, and starting next Monday I hit the walking thing, and I'm going to start today, if you will, on the whole eating better thing. It's a process. It's not easy. Nothing in life that's good ever is really easy. So we'll see how it goes. There you have it, folks. I'm now officially dizzy, and I'm going to stop this video and go upload it. And you guys all have a great weekend. And again, anyone interested in doing this BVD Hoss weight loss challenge, hit me up and we'll see what's happening. And I know there's some fat asses out there that watch my videos. I know there are. Let's do this. Go Vols.